Arts Objects running on. Here's Encoder.
She's been the best horse I've owned, that's for sure. We've had a lot of fun with her. We've won some big races. We had to work our way through the grades to get there.
Arts Object in front. Encoder about a half length away. Trying ever so hard.
But and she surprised us a couple of times at really big odds on those grand final races, which wasn't always expected. And I think sometimes you go to the races as an owner and your expectations aren't met. So it's nice to go to the races sometimes and get a surprise.
Arts Object's in front. It's a boil over in the wave. Arts Object. Arts Object beats Encoder.
Arts Object likely backing up for both after trainer Kurt Goldman made the move from Goldman to the Gold Coast.
She's the last horse that I've got that was formerly owned by Alan Cardy, who was my owner. So, you know, she obviously holds a special place for that, and there's a really good sort of ownership group in this horse, including Paul Joyce. Yeah, look, it's been an exciting time, and she's obviously made me look pretty good with that move to Queensland. Sort of winning these grand final type races is something that I've always sort of strived to do, and had a lot of success in the past sort of doing that with some handy horses, and she's no exception. I think I've finally sort of worked out how to train her properly and get her to peak on the day, and which was great. We obviously did that last year, but this time in I deliberately set out this program that she'd be hitting the way fourth up into a campaign, and if she could do anything in those stakes races prior to that was just going to be an added bonus. So her obviously winning a listed race 2 starts ago was very good for her CV, being a mare by Zoostar. That's only helped her obviously once she gets to the breeding barn, but just sort of, I think it just shows how good of form she's in. She's continued to improve, and even off that run the other day she's improved again, so pretty exciting going into Saturday. She's quite quirky. She's got a few little tricks and nicks to her, but I think when you get her there on the day in the right frame of mind, she's going to be awfully hard to beat.
It's really tricky, and she's made me look really silly because she can mix her form a little bit, but when she's on song, she's obviously top class. And you know, I remember going to Boxing Day races, might have been last year, and she was favourite. It was a small field. We thought she'd win. I tipped her on top, and she let us down. She got beaten, and then 2 weeks later she comes out and wins the wave at 60-1. So that's just her, and she can make you look silly.
Yeah, look, it's great. Paul's, funny enough, Paul's actually been one of my very first owners from day one. So, you know, when I first started training, I just owned the horses myself, and at the time I think he was working for RaceNet, and they sort of noticed a young trainer that was doing well, and they acquired a few tried horses and sent them down to me, and we had a lot of luck early on. I think I trained his very first winner that he ever owned. So it's sort of been pretty special, and obviously along the way he's just introduced me to a few of his sort of racing friends and family, and they've all sort of come into horses, and yeah, it's just been a really enjoyable ride. And obviously being on the Gold Coast, it's always nice to have someone to go and hit a golf ball with or go fishing too. So yeah, we enjoy a lot of things outside of racing.